guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a little bit different because we're talking about John Williams. Now, if you didn't know, I'm a big John Williams fan, not just for Harry Potter or Star Wars, but for a lot of other things. In fact, the other day I counted, I have 48 CDs from John Williams. That's right, 48. I even wrote to him once. I wrote to him once in like 2020 asking for an autograph, but his agency wrote me back saying that they wouldn't do autographs, and I was pretty bummed. But I digress. So today I want to talk to you guys about a super rare CD collection that John Williams, I guess, signed off on, or Warner Brothers signed off on. Either way, the CD came out in 2019, and it's a limited edition. I know you guys all are aware that every single Harry Potter movie has a correlated CD with the soundtracks. However, all three John Williams CDs that were released for Sorcerer / Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and Prison of Azkaban were incomplete, meaning there was tons of tracks in the movie that were never released on CD until 2019. You see where I'm going with this? So here is this big box set, an absolutely gorgeous box set. This is Harry Potter, the John Williams soundtrack collection. This features music from the first 3 Harry Potter movies, because those 3 are the only ones that have music featured from John Williams, except for like little tidbits here and there, but those are the movies that were composed by John Williams. You got a little copyright information at the very bottom right there. Now this is actually a limited edition set. There's only 5,000 of these made in the entire world, and in fact you can see it here. There's expanded archival collection. And even has the Warner Brothers Wizarding World logo on it. So you know how old this thing is when it still has the logo on it. Now it does say, from the original motion picture soundtrack, Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prison of Azkaban, music by John Williams, a 7-disc set, total time 7 hours, 57 minutes, and 17 seconds. It was released by La La Land Records. Obviously, like I said, the WB logo, Wizarding World logo, and it says limited edition of 5,000 units. So I keep this thing because I have it all ripped to my PC. I keep this thing in bubble wrap when I'm not like showing it off to you guys because I'm so afraid of this thing damaging. But let's look inside. So the very first thing that you get is this gorgeous little booklet. Look at that. Like I said, I'm a big John Williams fan, so I keep this in prestigious condition. The back of it's all the copyright information and special thanks, etc., etc. But the inside obviously is like every other booklet, except it's got like a fair bit of information in it. I'm not gonna show you guys everything. I suggest you guys get it now, because I keep seeing it go out of stock and then back in stock, and it's like over $300 now. It's very expensive, so if you can find one, grab it, because there's not that many of them left for sale after all this time. Let's continue. This is what the Sorcerer's Stone case looks like. Composed and conducted by John Williams, expanded archival collection, meaning that the CD that was released in 2001 does not have all the tracks in here, and let me tell you, it is well worth the money. Like, I have the music ripped to my PC, right? I play it all the time. There are so many tracks that were never featured. They even have trailer music in here. Like, it's fantastic. So again, when you open it up, just like any other CD, there's Harry, there's a little booklet. Again, the booklet has all the little information about Sorcerer's Stone in it, but it's just so pretty. Even if you take off like the CD, you get more images. There's Harry catching his letters, and then you close that side, and then you open up the other side, and look at that. Like, this is 3 CDs for Sorcerer's Stone, right? So when it first was released, there's only 1 CD. So I hope that paints into picture just how much music is on this thing. And obviously you got Hermione on 1 CD, Ron on the other CD, the little babies. But the runtime for the film score, and it tells you on the very back of it, is 2 hours and 14 minutes and 30 seconds. There's the back of it. It says CD 1, 2, and 3. Very cool, right? Like, this thing is gorgeous. All right, moving right along, obviously, is Chamber of Secrets. Now, this one is a bit funny. So, if you didn't know, Chamber of Secrets was released in 2002. And what other John Williams composed music was also released in 2002? What's that? Oh, it's Star Wars Attack of the Clones. So, there is music in the Star Wars movie that's from Harry Potter. And there is music from the Harry Potter movies that are from Star Wars. There is a track that is the exact same in both the movies. And if you want more details about that, click on the video on my channel, because I have it all explained for you. I have it shown in detail, all the clips that they use the same music from. It's really, really cool. If you're really into that stuff, I highly recommend it. Okay, let us look at this one. This is Chamber of Secrets. It's got the same movie poster basically that you always see. By the way, I really like the white trim on the edge. It's like it's a frame, you know? They all have that, all 3 of the covers. You open it up. Inside, you got your little booklet again, but look who's on the cover. McGonagall. Very cool. And then, you turn it over, and Snape. Look at that shot. That's a cool shot. There's Snape. And it's sad because both people on these CDs are no longer here. It's like womp womp. And the total runtime for this is 2 hours and 16 minutes and 30 seconds. So this one's a little bit less music than the first one. That first one had 3 CDs. This one only has 2 CDs. And then the very last one, Prison of Azkaban. Again, notice the white trimming that all 3 cases have. Obviously, you're not really fascinated by the edges, but there's the back of it. You have Harry flying Buckbeak, and the total time is 1 hour and 47 minutes worth of music. So you open it up. Again, little booklet. But here, you have Michael Gambon's Dumbledore. On the back of it, you turn it over. And the only adult alive in this entire John Williams CD is Gary Oldman, at the time of recording, that is. And that is disc 7. So you see like how like absolutely gorgeous these things are. Like the tracks. There's so many tracks in here. I mean, I just told you the runtime for each one. They're almost the length of the movie. So like there's trailer music in here. There's like alternate versions that were never really used, or if they were, you wouldn't really notice them because there's only slightly different. For example, the Night Bus has an alternate edition on the CD. There's a lot of tracks that have alternate editions on them as well that you get to see. Ah, so cool. Like when Hagrid's playing the flute in the Sorcerer's Stone, that's not on the original track, but you have it now. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so worth the money in my opinion. I am a big music nerd, so maybe that's why I really love it, but if you are really interested in these kind of things, I highly recommend you get it. Again, I see right now it is available on Amazon, but like it wasn't available a couple of weeks ago when I checked on it. It says only 4 left in stock as of right now, which was July 28th, 2025. But I really, really, really hope they do this for the rest of the Harry Potter movies. Goblet of Fire from Patrick Doyle. Then you got Nicholas Hooper for 5 and 6. And then you got Alexander Desplat. I never can pronounce his last name. It's D-E-S-P-L-A-T. So it's like Desplat? Desplat? I'm not sure. He's French, so I don't know if you're not supposed to pronounce the last T, right? It's like Voldemort. Desplat, I think. Anyway, he did those 2, and I'm sure not all the tracks have been released. In fact, I know they're not been released because you can find certain tracks on YouTube that have not been released. It's like, how did you get there? Anyway, let me know in the comments below if you guys would ever buy this big set. I am very much for physical media. And if you guys are interested in seeing more of my Harry Potter music collection, I actually have a really cool Alexander Desplat Deathly Hallows set that might interest you. It's got on vinyl and everything, was released a decade ago. Alright, I'll see you guys all next time, and thanks for watching. Bye!